You got a new laptop on the way. Ooh, I need to, hold on. Need to mark that. God, the hot weather's over. It ain't over for me. It's just cooler right now. All right, screw you, monsters. Well, don't push yourself. We're here to help you, man. Oh, we have to protect him? Oh, no, he's just at half HP. Okay. No point in attacking you. You're just gonna get 10% extra HP. Let's Lafort. Oh dear. Yeah, Lafort. Am I in California? I am in California. The on fire state. It's definitely rough times. Alright, cool. Buffs still work that way. Good to know. Nicely done. That did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Too slow. Okay. Alright, we're starting to take giga damage. Huh? Courage. Ah, Randy's gonna lose his buff. Did not consider this. This game, you've never heard of it? This is a game that, as far as I'm aware, it only came out in Japan. And now it's officially released. You know, all that good stuff. But the game is, I'm enjoying the game so far. No complaints. Oh, actually, that strength buff did actually matter. We're doing less damage than I thought we were. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, this is a pretty powerful ability. Alright. Gotta heal you. Didn't take this lightly. Like the graphics, reminds you the first Grandia, but nicer. Yeah, they spruce things up a bit. I don't remember when this game originally came out, but if you've ever heard of the Trails in the Sky games, this is not like a sequel, but the next game in that series. You know, Trails in the Sky, then the Crossbell arc, which is Trails from Zero, Trails to Azure, and then the Trails of Cold Steel games. Alright. That one was a bit of a struggle, but came out on top. Those things were actually pretty tough. Yeah, it really shows how much we rely on Teal and Ellie's support, doesn't it? More importantly, are you okay, Walden? What the heck? Did I ask you suckafoos to interrupt my fight? Think I'm some kind of weakling, huh? Do you really want to pick a fight with us here? Well, not like I was expecting a lot of gratitude coming from this sucker, anyway. Didn't we tell you to guard the dough? Are you two okay? We heard a horribly loud noise from outside. Yeah, we're good. Did manage to bail a certain goon out of a tight spot, though. Excuse me, Red. You asking to get your skull cracked open? One moment, please. I no longer detect the presence of any monsters. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, it does seem a lot quieter, doesn't it? Bet it's because we took out the head honcho of this place. How pathetic. So this is how it all ends, huh? What do you mean, Wald? You punks managed to ruin my fun. Gotta head back to the base and have a date with a bottle of booze. Oh, and don't get it in your head that you can just run around the downtown district doing whatever you darn well please. This is our turf. So if you've done your job, then get the heck out of here. Fucker. Needs to find a better way to hide his embarrassment. Man, that guy's never gonna change, is he? Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, I think we've managed to clear out the monsters, so let's head back to Imelda and give her the good news. After you. $34 or 34 European monies on PS5 for you. Yeah, it's a fairly cheap game. A lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting at least 50. Oh, so you managed after all. You special support section kids proved much more capable than I thought. You were clumsy, but you did what had to be done. Bravo indeed. Thanks, I guess. Hold the phone. For that many monsters to have nested there, you must have been neglecting that place for years. Indeed, you may want to invest much more effort into management if you wish to keep your properties safe. But on the bright side, you're free to start renting out rooms. If people began to move in, I doubt you'd have to call pest control again. Well, you're right. I was just thinking about how much longer I should wait to open Mason Imelda's doors. How much longer? What do you mean? You see, dear, downtown rent is dirt cheap, so I was merely biding my time, waiting for the land value to go up a bit more. When it comes to real estate matters, you ought to trust in my judgment. I'm Imelda, one of the top landowning titans in all of Crossbell, after all. That rundown apartment complex is just the tip of the iceberg. I manage scores of properties in the city that I'll flip when the market is right. You mean to say you're one of those major real estate tycoons? Wait, is this place just her side business? Madame Imelda is a famous name in Crossbellin high society. Heard she's incredibly wealthy. Darn, really? I could tell she wasn't your ordinary old biddy. Biddy. One of the downsides of managing all these properties is the monsters that crop up if you leave any of them unattended for too long. You know what? Go ahead and hold on to the Mason Imelda key for a while. If you have time, be a dear and give it a good scrubbing. As cunning as always. Let me get back to work. The longer we're here, the more I feel a headache coming on. Yes, I would love to. Hey. Don't know how to get that treasure chest. I'm gonna go turn in this because I want my money and I want it now. It's my money and I want it now. Shout out if you remember that commercial. Alright, now we have a little bit more cash on hand. Do I want... No, you know what? I don't think I'm going to go for this. After this arc, we're gonna get something new anyways. We'll be fine. Do grab one of these little blind ones. We'll equip it on Randy. Everybody else can get blind, but Randy, we want to do the big damages. We need to go... Oh yeah, I was gonna go into Morges, but I have better things to be doing. Has it been grindy and difficult? I wouldn't say it's, well, there has been challenge. I wouldn't say it's been difficult. But as far as grindy, I would not say it's been grindy. That being said, I have fought a lot of encounters. For, you know, like an hour or so. There was a portion where I had the opportunity to actually fight monsters because it, you know, in these types of games, sometimes it can take a while before you can get around to fighting things. So when I got that opportunity, I fought every monster on my way to go somewhere, which I felt was very helpful. But so far, I wouldn't say I've felt the necessity to grind or, you know, I've been hitting brick walls or whatever. You know, just gotta change your strategy here and there. What's wrong, Teal? You hear something again? Yes, I will try increasing the sensitivity levels again. But I'm also pretty early on in the game, so plenty of opportunity for the grind to show up or the difficulty to spike. Wait, I could just barely hear it, but it was unmistakable. Yep, no question, that was a howl. Good thing Teotot has sharp ears, or we never would have noticed. I was able to determine that the howl originated in the direction of the mountain path, approximately 40 selg northwest. That's about halfway through the path, isn't it? Aw man, here we go again. Ellie, Tio, sorry, I know you suffered more than enough yesterday. Okay, Lloyd, I understand. Beginning to think this is just our fate. I will survive. Also, that howl struck me as being some kind of message. Message? How so? Think it was a threat, maybe? No, it was not threatening. Rather, it seemed filled with purpose. I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty finding an appropriate way to describe it. That's okay. Anyway, there's a good chance it'll try to escape if the CGF steps in. Let's see if we can track it down on our own. Yes, Teo's analysis has given us a solid lead. We'll be traveling on rough terrain, so we should prepare before we leave. Definitely. Also, we should finish up any support quests. Once we're sure we're ready, we can begin the searching mountain path. Alrighty, let's wrap things up and have ourselves a nice fun hike, eh? Oi! Crossbell Cathedral. Let's see. You'd like to stream it, but you're not entertaining enough to make a lot of grinding enjoyable to watch? I'm gonna tell you right now, people will watch. They want to watch. Sometimes that involves people. If you're worried about finding your entertainment value, I think that'll just show up. You know, I don't think I'm entertaining at all. I do a lot of oohs and ahs, and you know, I don't find anything entertaining about that. But you know, somebody out there does. I've done plenty of grinding streams. People will tune in to what they want to tune into. You'd be surprised what people are interested in. You know, people will watch speedrunners. And if you think about it, speedrunners are playing the same game every day, going through the same sequences every day, doing the same actions every day, repeating the same steps every day. They're doing nothing different. Every day, every run. But people like to watch that. They like the excitement, you know, and all the aspects that are tied to it. Just a matter of finding what's fun. Blind. Tell you what, if you promise you'll never open another chest again, I'll forgive you for this one. Not a chance. Blind. I think I'll give you blind. I don't think you need, whatchamacallit. Usually pretty far back. You're a little quiet. Some people like watching streams of quiet people too. There are streams out there where people don't have any cameras. There are streams out there where people don't talk. There's all kinds of streams out there. You'll find your groove soon enough. Have faith in yourself. Believe. That's what I always say. Oh, I don't like those guys. Probably a fishing spot over here. What I say? Remiss not to fish at such a scenic spot. There's some dumplings. Have a camera? You think you just use it sometimes? Having a camera can be very obnoxious sometimes. So I understand your potential apprehension there. Yeah. It's just so much easier to not have a camera on you at all times. Plus, like in my scenario, you know, I have lights on and you know, it's already hot enough as it is. But now I have to deal with lights being on to make it even hotter. That's a lot. Find a notebook with a gauntlet on it. Decide to leave it in case the owner comes back. The enemy's on the screen, thank God. Yeah. Gotta be careful though. Some of these enemies are a little crazy. Wow, this is amazing. What a fantastic view. Crossbell truly is a beautiful place. Seeing this almost makes all my fatigue from walking here fade away. Who knew all this nature was just a stone's throw away from the big booming metropolis? Crossbell's kind of weird place. I guess that's Crossbell's kind of a weird place when you think about it. Not that I don't like it, it's just surprising is all. No, it's fine. I get what you're trying to say, Randy. I mean, I lived in Calvard for over 2 years, and compared to there, Crossbell is lacking balance, I suppose. The city is extremely modern, while the surrounding countryside is very traditional. Agreed. I also traveled to numerous countries while I was studying abroad. And no matter how advanced the country was, they still placed an importance on tradition and appreciating the beauty of nature. While that may all be true, it does not make me dislike Crossbell, not in the slightest. I find both its good and bad parts to be captivating. Tio, thank you. Well, there's definitely something special about it, that's for sure. Think about it. We had nothing to do with each other, yet this place managed to bring the four of us together. Indeed. Right, it's because Crossbell is the way it is that the SSS exists in the first place. When you put it like that, there are a lot of things to appreciate about Crossbell, huh? There it is again. It's much more distinct this time. Any idea which way it came from? Please give me a moment. Gee, maybe it's on the only direction that we can go? And Selg north to the northwest. Cross-analyzing with the map, it should be located in the Mountain Paths Fork. Got it, let's head over there then. I was like, oh, yeah. I thought I saw a sparkly, and then I thought I didn't see the sparkly. And then I saw the sparkly again, I was like, I did see it. I was just about to say, what am I eating today? But I am going to cook some food. I'm giving you that for free because I know before long you'll come crawling back for more. Yeah, this rock. I don't think that rock is actually in the floor. I think it's floating. Prevents blind. Sure. Oh, does everybody have? Did I know Suikoden 1 and 2 is getting a remaster? I did. There was a lot of talk about that. Pretty exciting. I have a feeling these guys explode. Let's find out. Maybe not. Obligatory Bandaba. Could have hit this guy with the crit. Now I'm paying the price. Looking pretty. I haven't put too much effort into like looking into it, primarily because I've already played Suikoden 1 and 2. Oh dear. But from what I did see, it does look pretty nice. Okay. Okay. Interesting. This is why we save. Chances of fleeing successfully increase with every attempt to do so. Alright. Was not expecting to have that happen. Just have to keep in mind that that exists there. I should have analyzed it so that I know what level it is. All I know is it has 13,000 experience or health. Never did beat Suikoden 2, so you're excited? The Suikoden games, for me personally, I think they were enjoyable games. I don't think they, quote, lived up to any of the hype that fans of the Suikoden series kind of placed on it. But I enjoyed playing those games. Suikoden 2 was a pretty nice improvement over Suikoden 1, and its story is very memorable. This is the fork in the road you were talking about, Tio. Or is this? Can't say I spot any signs of a wolf around here. Possible it may have moved elsewhere again. I know the path to the left will take us to Mainz, but I'm not so sure about the right. I'm not seeing any information regarding that path in the database either. It may prove beneficial to investigate just in case. Yeah, might as well. Let's check it out before we move on to Mainz. Des monsters. If I'm lucky, I can get it a level up before I fight this monster. Never played 1 or 4, but 3 and 5 you got tired of. I tried playing 3. Wasn't jiving with it, primarily because it was such a drastic change from Suikoden 2. But it's a game that I want to go back to. Oh, you lived. You know, give it its fair shot. I think I own all of the Suikoden games. I might not own 5, but I think I have a physical copy of 5. I'd have to check. All right. You have nothing, man. Ooh, you have breath? Ooh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, fire's the way to go. Means these strength buffs are kind of worthless. I think I'm gonna have Ellie do the healing with breath. You guys are pretty quick as well. Did not mean to activate that mode. We might as well see how much damage we do. Should have encouraged. Gosh, stop doing that. Ow. One sucker down. Oh, she does give herself CP. Wow. That's strong. That's very strong. We're not gonna kill it. Three has nice things in it. I liked how having multiple main characters helped include the many supporting characters into the narrative, but there's so much backtracking and it's kind of a slog. Backtracking is definitely a big issue, and probably something that's going to bother me quite a bit. For me, just what bothered me the most was the different combat system. It was just very different. I really didn't know how to feel about it. You know, it was like not quite something that I wanted to invest in. I wasn't expecting it to happen that way, and it just caught me way off guard. Alright, well that was insane. Thankfully they got the level ups. I guess I should have been fighting more monsters. Ooh, evade 2. He says, as he probably skips more monsters. Except for the easy one. Probably skip that. You suck, fool. Just one enemy. It had given me 2 more. You know what? I also had, in addition to the combat system being very different, I also had a hard time with the combat system. It was difficult. It was very difficult to learn. Chest messaging rates may apply. Oh, I guess I gotta read this one first. Inside the chest, you discover the secret city of Chestbell. Chest messaging rates may apply. Chestbell. Save again. Never save too much, folks. Back is killing me again. What is this place? Building has quite a striking presence. Seems as though someone's living here, too. Oh, hey, there's a sign over there. Rosenberg Studio, keep out. Rosenberg. That ring any bells, Ellie? Yes, it does. It's a very famous doll studio known for making many valuable antiques. I'm told it's owned by an extremely talented doll maker. Dang, who knew a place like that would be all the way out here? I have actually heard of that name before. If I'm not mistaken, his dolls are usually sold at auctions for extraordinarily high prices. That's right, I've seen a few of his pieces, and they truly are works of art. I knew he operated around Crossbell, but I'd never have guessed it was from such a remote place. Talented doll maker, you said. If the sign is any indication, he's not very open to strangers. Would he even be willing to speak to us in the first place? You're looking for Grandpa Georg? He's not here. Huh? Little girl. Could she be living at the studio? Good day, everyone. Who might you four be? We have some business here. Oh. Don't worry, there's no need to be suspicious of us. We're with the Crossbell Police Department. Oh, you're police officers. That's funny, I've never seen the police wander outside the city before. Are you patrolling this area now? Actually, no, we didn't come here as part of a patrol. We were hoping to ask someone about the monsters in the area. Monsters? What kind of monsters did you want to ask about? We think they may be wolf-like monsters. As your grandfather mentioned, any like that before? No, I'm afraid not. But I think I remember hearing some howling in the distance earlier. Is that what you're here investigating? Yeah, that's it. That your grandfather is away, so does that mean the studio is empty? Yes, that's right. He did tell me he would return this evening, though. Oh, okay. In any event, the monsters we're looking for are extremely dangerous. It would probably be best if you stayed inside until your grandfather gets back. Yeah, I could do that, but I think following you all would be much more interesting. Or entertaining. What? You're playing tag with those wolves, aren't you? Or maybe it's more like hide and seek. Either way, it seems quite fun. I suppose that is one way of putting it. You're one weird kid, you know that? Hold on. We're still not sure what it is we're chasing down, so I really don't think taking you along is a good idea. Sorry, but again, would you mind staying inside? How boring. If only he was repaired, then I wouldn't be so bored. Oh well, perhaps I should leave it at that for today and go mess with Freckles a bit more. Or maybe I should go play in the glass castle instead. Mess with who? What is the glass castle? Oh, don't mind me. Oh, that's right, I haven't introduced myself yet. Please call me Ren. There's someone else I would love to introduce you to as well. But unfortunately, his right leg was broken recently, and Grandpa Georg is patching him up right now. Sorry to hear that. She talking about one of her dolls or something. These wolves you're after seem to be quite the smarty pants. I wanted to play with them for a bit, but I suppose I am grown up now, so I should act like one. Good luck with the rest of your investigation, Special Support Section. Thanks. You be careful now, Ren. Ren, you suckafoo. I know who you are. She was quite interesting. Is she actually the granddaughter of the famous Rosenberg doll maker? Guess so. She was strangely mature for her age, don't you think? I thought she was simply adorable. She may have had a unique way of talking, but that's just part of her charm. Lloyd, is something wrong? I see you getting that look in your eye again. Did something stand out to you? Well, it's not anything major. It's just right before she left, didn't she call us the Special Support Section? Her? Now that you mention it, we did not introduce ourselves as such, did we? How the heck would some little girl out in the middle of nowhere know who we are? Well, it's possible she recognized us from the Crossbell Times. If that's the case, there's a decent chance she'd know who we were. Still, I think there's more to her than meets the eye. I concur. Anyway, it doesn't look like the wolves came this way. Let's head back for now and keep making our way toward Mainz. Yes, let's. Did you just call that little girl a suckafoo? Absolutely. You haven't played, as far as I know anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you haven't played any of the other Trails games. And Ren is not a new face in the series. And she is very much a suckafoo. She thinks she knows everything. She bullies me every time. Can't take it anymore. I've been watching a little old show. And it's, I guess, fairly recent, but I've been watching a show called Cobra Kai recently. And I have a hate-hate relationship with this show. Because I can't figure out what's good about it. It's popular for some reason, and I don't know why it's popular, because like the quality of the show is just, it's not what I was expecting, I guess. It leans so much on nostalgia, but it also is very predictable and whatnot, so I need to find some people that really like the show and just tell me what they like about it. I mean, I guess, you know, the whole, there's like a subgenre of, you know, like campiness and whatnot. And I guess you could consider this show to be that. So maybe that plays a role. You do have the first Trails of Cold Steel downloaded? Okay. Yeah, if you want, if you were ever curious about Ren, playing the Trails of Cold, Trails in the Sky games, specifically 2 and 3, but you know, starting at 2 when you don't play 1 is kind of weird, but 1 is also a slow burn. But anyways, yeah, you get to learn more about her in those games. I guess you get to learn about her in other games too, but you know, stuff and stuff with the stuff and stuff. And just throwing it out there for anybody watching, more specifically the YouTube side, but no, I did not watch The Door. The doors that you saw me watch in Trails in the Sky the Third are the doors that I have watched. There's actually one other door that I watched, but it wasn't important. It wasn't related to anybody or anything like that. So yeah, just throwing that out there, because a lot of people out there are like, you should be watching these doors, and I'm just like, I'm finding it very difficult to care. Oh, this is some tunnel. Looks like they went all out when they made it. So I guess if it's this far into the mountain, it must have been used to mine septium at some point. Yeah, I'd be surprised if it wasn't. If I remember my history, these tunnels were constructed just before Crossbell became an autonomous state. In that case, this tunnel dates back 70 years. I believe Crossbell was once famous for being rich in septium, correct? Correct. So rich that the Empire and the Republic would have wars over it. Septium yields are still bountiful to this day, making it one of Crossbell's most valuable resources. But given the advancements in mining technology and the discovery of other septium veins elsewhere, not as notable as it once was. I wasn't aware of that. Commerce really is the backbone of modern Crossbell, isn't it? There it is again. Thing must be real close, judging by the echo. Can you pinpoint its location, Tio? Of course. Yes, I traced the sound waves to the exit of this tunnel. Gee, where else could those sound waves have originated from? Good work, let's go. There are monsters in here. Did I work out what I was gonna eat? No. Well, technically yes, but not really, but technically yes. I have some ground beef that I've been meaning to cook, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I think I'm gonna cook some ground beef with some onions and some steamed rice. But it's possible that I will be too lazy. I don't want to be too lazy. But I really need to cook this ground beef. Would do that. Having fish and chips for dinner? What a sucker. I have 6 reviving bombs? Okay. Oh, you can actually make it over there. You hardly ever have red meat for some reason. It's, I would say it's not, like, super common. There was a long time where I stopped buying ground beef because it stopped going on sale and the price went up. But, not so much the case anymore. Price seems to have dropped a little bit. So, you know, I buy it every now and then. I got some potatoes. I bought an air fryer a while back, and I tested it out on some potatoes, and that's basically the only thing that I use my air fryer for now is potatoes. So I'm enjoying that. I have some sausages. Had bacon for the first time in years last week. It's been a little bit since I've had bacon, but I had bacon, I think, either earlier this year or last year. There was probably a couple of weeks where I had tried to incorporate bacon into like my food routine because I had been eating a lot of rice. Oh, this way leads. Seems like that'd be some kind of shortcut, but I'm betting it doesn't lead to mains. You're right, I don't see it on the map either. Regardless, the sound did not come from this direction. Did we turn back? Yeah, we have to chase that echo. Fine. I had been eating a lot of rice, and, you know, it's actually very difficult, or it has been very difficult for me to kind of like flavor rice. It's been a very unsuccessful thing to apply some sort of flavoring, whether it be like a sauce or a dry seasoning or something like that, just to give it some additional taste. So I tried incorporating bacon into the mix, and unfortunately, it wasn't as successful as I thought it would be. I mean, you know, sure, the bacon was good, but it was just, you know, like bacon and bacon fat in rice. So like the rice was still bland, steamed white rice, but just, you know, bacon fat in the mix. It didn't harmonize or work the way I thought it would, or at least add something to it. So I'm technically still on the hunt to find a dish or some sort of seasoning that's going to work with the rice to just change up the flavor profile more, so that if I do have rice on multiple occasions, it's not just like, all right, I'm having white rice again. It's gonna be like, yeah, I'm having some white rice and I'm gonna be having some of this and there and it's gonna be good, and you know, I want some of that. I wanna relive some of the excitement of cooking rice and whatnot. Inside the chest, you find a big goose egg. Alrighty. I need to mark